Thanks for joining me. Well, this is going to be a fairly short video. It's going to be another adventure into trying to resolve the cutter issue on this CNC lathe. I can grind a cutter. It's made like a little dish and only an 1/8 inch in diameter. It works fantastic, but it doesn't stay sharp very long. I made it out of high-speed steel, and I get about 2 or 3 spindles, and then I got to stop and resharpen it, and it's kind of a pain to resharpen. So I've been looking for a carbide alternative, and I found something here. Let me show you what I got. Okay, there's the insert I have. The only problem is it has no back rake. In other words, if I mount it in there in the post like that, there's no top relief right there. It needs to be mounted at a slight angle like that. This is a tool that I designed before. It's got a significant top rake. It's actually a dish. So it's got a top rake on all sides with a relief all around it. So I'm going to try to make a tool that holds this at a slight angle like that. Perfect. I wanted the tip of that even with the top surface of this. Looks like I got it perfect. Okay, let's give it a try. I'm just doing this manually. That's what the smoothness of cut that I got with my hand ground high-speed steel cutter. Let's see what the difference is. It may not work very well at all. We'll see. able to cut deep, and it looks like it's fairly decent. And that's carbide. So won't be hard to keep clean or sharp. I was just curious what it would do at higher speed. That looks terrible. That's way faster than I normally cut though. Wow, I guess I took too deep a cut. No! Yeah, that's to be expected, I guess. It was cutting smooth, though. Anyway, that kind of wraps it up for today. Okay, I cut that before, and that was with my home ground cutter. Custom ground cutter. And I'm going to try the new cutter, but I'm going to also try a new dust collection device that I was working on and see how it works. Well, I don't know if that'll clear everything or not. We'll see. That's close. I'm going to cut a little bit more off of there. One more time. I need to put a brush right there. I got some brush material, I just can't find it. Well, before it took it out of the chuck, it looked like it was cutting smooth. Kind of wiped out my, what a mess. Looks like to me, this cutter cuts on the side a little too aggressively. When it went to cut the side right here, that's when it pulled it out of the chuck. That's pretty drastic. Even turned my tool post here. Well, it doesn't look like it ruined anything else, so that's good. Okay, let's look closely at this. Okay, I've come to this conclusion before. When you're making that final pass, you're cutting, like I think this program has probably set it for like a 32nd of an inch deep cut, but you're cutting with probably a 1/4 inch width of that tool right there, and that's just too much stress. Needs to be cutting only with the tip. So there's several alternatives to that. One, I can regrind that tool, or I can skew the tool. The only thing is, okay, that right there would be much preferable. And I might just try another one like that. The only thing is, when you go in on this side, it makes this side of the cutter cut right there. So I don't know. It might work better like that. Then again, it may just wait till it gets right here before it knocks it out of the chuck again. Don't really have a clear answer. This tool took care of that problem. But I can't find a little carbide tool that big. So that's a 1/8 inch in diameter. If anybody knows of a 1/8 inch carbide tip tool like that, let me know. I actually got a cutoff tool with a round nose on it coming, but it won't be here for another 3 weeks. And that may be the answer. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Thanks for joining me, and be sure and subscribe. Ring the bell too.